Resource management is the key factor of all. And today, many of us, all of us in this room are facing lots of challenges. I believe being an agricultural minister in the cabinet are one of the hardest jobs, because you have many things in common, and you have many things not in your hand to do lots of things. But at the end of the day, it is our challenge for the climate change. It is our challenge for the environmental disasters. It's our challenge to fight with the pollution and many other problems that cause biodiversity and that has a risk on the environmental sustainability as well. So luckily, Turkey has a rich biodiversity, which is very much significant. For example, in Europe, there are 12,000 plants, and in Turkey, 12,000 plants, we have the biodiversity, and 4,000 of them are very unique. We shouldn't be forgetting that the right to live is not the right to live for only humans. It is the right to live for all living things. So we are also taking some risks with our preserved areas, almost coming to 300 national parks and natural parks. And also, for example, we are carrying some wildfire risks, but we don't touch these preserved areas in order to, protect the biodiversities in Turkey, And luckily, we have completed our homework, the biodiversity inventory, and we are monitoring all the species. And I would say, to sum up, 428 locally endemic species and more than 3,000 endemic species found only in Turkey. I would say for the other factors for the environmental sustainability is the soil, water, and the forests. And we are taking concrete actions in a holistic way, holistic approach. For example, good agricultural practices, we are supporting organic production and best agricultural practices. And also we are producing and supporting producing with the climate smart agriculture practices. For example, again, seeds resistant to drought. And we are protecting our water resources. How? By modernizing our irrigation systems, giving priority to underground dams. And we started building underground dams, which has a lower impact on the nature, but also we are preserving and catching every drop of rain and every drop of water. And for the forest management, this year we had lots of incidents, unfortunately, because of the climate. For the fire incidents, we are at most carrying the recovery of the land is based on natural forestation. So we are utilizing the seeds around, not we are artificially seeding the area. We are utilizing the seeds around, and we are trying to recover again with the natural forestation. I believe that the biodiversity is our heritage, and we shouldn't be playing with the DNAs of the Mother Nature. And we are investing as of country our scarce national financial resources. Since we accept that we are a developing economy, we do our best for the environmental sustainability, but at the end of the day, global environmental sustainability means that global cooperation and global financial support. And we are ready to share our country's experiences on natural resources management and to work together. And I believe climate change has a big impact on our world and our lives, and it affects much stronger and more frequent each and every day. So we need to take urgent actions to protect and restore the biodiversity with cooperation. We will be hosting the 16th conference of the party's COP to the Convention on Biological Diversity And we will be continuing our leading role in the conservation of biological diversity. Also, I invite each and every one of you to Turkey for our campaign, Bread for the Future. It's a reforestation campaign, and we started in 2019. It is the biggest campaign in our history. I would say 13.8 million saplings in one day, and with the participation of not only our forest workers, 1.2 million Turkish citizens. In 4 hours, we planted more than 13.8 million saplings. And last year, because of the pandemic, we took the measure not to put lots of people on the land. So beyond our borders, 28 countries started doing this again. So I believe that this distinguished audience will be, very much interested in this campaign. And I am saying again, we are ready to share our experience with each and every one of us. And I think, again, this campaign will be a significant step against climate change and to prevent biodiversity loss. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Minister, for sharing with us Turkey experience. And I think really the right to life, it's a right to life to all, to live for all species. And maybe just as an information, we have about 8.7 million species, and human being, it's 1 out of 8.7 million. So the experiences, I think really we need to recognize the good example from the US, from UK, from Turkey, from all the other countries that we heard from, and we need to maybe celebrate it more because we do have a lot of success stories. With that, I'm gonna move to the World Bank with Mr. Martin van Nieuwkoop, Global Director of Agriculture and Food. And the question is, could you please share with us the main component of the World Bank Group's Climate Change Action Plan 2021-2025, namely in relation to the agriculture sector and to the agri-food systems? Do we have with us the World Bank colleague? Or is it remote?
Presenting the World Bank. Excellencies, friends and colleagues, what a real pleasure to be with all of you today and part of this amazing movement that the presidency has started. Healthy, sustainable and inclusive food systems matter enormously to the World Bank Group. We are also very clear that the 2-degree temperature scenario will not be reached from a reduction in fossil fuels alone. And the food sector, as the second largest emitter, as the secretaries just spoke earlier, must also step up. Our mission is to end poverty, and poverty is still overwhelmingly rural, with millions of livelihoods tied to the food economy. It is also true that today's food system generates $12 trillion in hidden social, economic, and environmental costs. With this backdrop, the World Bank Group's Climate Change Action Plan is for 2021 to 2025, and it marks a paradigm shift for us, moving from investing in green projects to greening entire economies, from inputs to measuring impacts. And agriculture is a key priority in the new Climate Action Plan. There's also a major push to further integrate